Love it. It's all the way. There we go. Check, 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 check.
Check, there we go. Hi! Hi, everybody!
Hi, Dr. Nick!
That would be how if somebody says, like, well, what would you do if you had your doctorate? Like, that would how we start every class. Hi, everybody!
Hi, Dr. Link!
And yes, it would be Dr. Link. That
Give it
would,
the slam.
huh?
Give it the slam.
Even here, yes, everywhere, it would be Dr. Link.
That's fine, as long as I can walk.
I didn't go to evil medical school for 6 years to be called Mr. Thank you very much.
I just walk up to you and ever say, Doctor, evil! Give me the evil!
Yes, that's right, it was evil medical school. I do wish that was something they would do something else with. Oh, by the way, I bribed my kid was just bored, my youngest was bored as fuck yesterday. All of her friends were gone for the whole weekend. She's like, I'm bored. I'm like, well, you want to go see a movie with me? Okay, at least I get popcorn. What movie? I went, oh, it's called Tron. And she went, what's it about? An evil AI finds their way into the real world and then gets smacked down. I'm in. It's weird. My kids despise AI. And it's not because I'm feeding that. They just despise AI on their own, and so do all their friends. So I love it, yes. Another data center got shut down. So there's been 4 data centers in the last 2 months that have been shut down. They've changed plans, they're not going to build them. The closest being Indianapolis. So,
think of the tens of jobs it's costing us.
oh yeah, right? Oh yeah, the tons of jobs it would create. By the way, real quick, the pizza kitchen is closing in a few minutes. It's last call for pizza. If you wanted another slice, it is last call for pizza.
Last call for pizza.
Last call for pizza. So let's go ahead and get this thing kicked up here in the second half of the Dayton Poetry Slam tonight. On the 12th of October, please give a huge round of applause. Your first poet up this second half, Frankie Sunshine! They're coming from outside, so clap a lot.
Hello. Thank you. So, this poem has a trigger warning. This one is about rape. I haven't written about this part of my past before, so it's a little bit messy. It's called Touched by Medusa. Rape, sexual harassment, assault, violate, molest, dirty words backing vile man-made acts, hot, heavy defilement making me feel unclean. I've been touched by Medusa, her grief-filled eyes more apologetic than anyone that beckoned her to me. Sunken irises, reaching into my bleeding interior, grazing my wounds. Trust breached, rearing back at the unexpected comfort. Living with my many cum stains, Medusa did a favor as she turned my heart to stone. Someone asks me about those nights. I'm nice and numb. A little token, a gift. The snakes nestled atop Medusa's head have names. Whore, tramp, slut, easy, sleazy, floozy, hoochie, broad, wench, harlot, hooker, Jezebel, skank, deviant, nympho, bimbo. Oh, and that's Brandy, she's new here. I've been touched by Medusa, our paths intertwined forever. The feeling of their sweat touching my lip, breath pouring over my neck, leaving goosebumps in its wake. Tasting rust as my teeth nick my cheeks over and over by the force of their hips. It all makes me sick. I've been gently lifted up by Medusa, her arms pillowy, her mouth a never-ending river of unspoken understanding, cradling me into her embrace, protecting me in ways I never should have needed. I never should have needed. I never should have needed her. I never should have met her. I never should have touched her. Arriving unwanted, yet I can't beg her to leave. Asking her to stay because locking my doors at night isn't enough. Carrying pepper spray and an easily concealed knife doesn't bring security. Fuck, learning self-defense seems redundant when the sun goes down. I beg her to stay with me through the night and through the blistering sun. I need her now like I need oxygen in my lungs. Protector, guardian, keeper, advocate, shielder, mighty. I've been touched by Medusa, her eyes vengeful, taking me under her wing. I've been touched by Medusa. I've been touched by. I have been touched. Thank you.
Keep it going for Frankie Sunshine! Our next poet coming up to the stage is Donovan.
Hello, I'm a human.
I know him.
Oh God, I wasn't prepared. So, the words I am saying now are that I have recently been finding very wonderful people in good environments and communities and actually spending time doing the things I want to do. And I think there's been a lot of poems about nature and the scary things of depression and winter coming. And I know that we need these things now more than ever, and that's I wrote this like 2 years ago, but it applies very much today. So here this is. I'm tired of searching for love in the future. Whether it be winter, spring, or fall, we can always hope to find a summer sun in our hearts. I have drugged this corporeal flesh through the snow for too long. I am tired of being lost in the mud. I am tired of watching the light of the sun from the bottom of a Mirkwood pond. Oh, how it shimmers and glimmers amongst the fractals of a beast named water. The rays of sun ever locked in a dance with the waves of the river run. Of course, that is, until the night comes. May we be blessed with the love of the moon. May we feel safe in the mother's boon. May we stay our hunger for something more, and may we find peace in our dreams. Until our star may shine again, and the dance of love and light begins anew. Let us bask in the muddled darkness. Let us revel in the chaos of the skies, even when enveloped in the shadows of the storm. Surrender to the clouds of water and sky. Remember that the night has just begun and the sun will come again. Let us embrace our place in the throes of time and space. Let us cherish this chance to dance with the source of love and loss. Become the light, become the sun, become the rivers and ponds that water our forests, our planet, our gardens, our home. We welcome you, all of you. Let us dance and love and cry together. Thank you. Y'all keep it going for Donovan. Oh, did Lynn leave?
No, there he is, I couldn't see him. I feel like I'm being interrogated up here.
I own all the equipment. I didn't leave.
Hey Link,
Hey, what?
where else might people recognize the four voices of the four pillars of the Dayton Poetry Slam from?
Oh, well, you would recognize us from Conrad's Corner every Monday through Sunday on 91.3 WYSO at 7:58 p.m. Monday through Friday, 6:58 a.m. on Saturday, and 2:20 p.m. on Sunday if there's not a goddamn pledge drive.
And if there is, and you want to hear the second half of the poem we're reading, all you have to do is call WYSO and donate $10.
For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can provide valuable service to National Public Radio.
For less than the price of a steak dinner, you can become a sustaining member of WYSO.
I don't know, that's pretty substantial right now.
I mean, I like a good steak dinner. I'm not talking like a TGI Fridays steak dinner.
Even that's substantial right now.
Yeah, but if I want steak that's warmed up in the microwave, I can do that at home. And if I want to be that disappointed in myself, I can do that at home. Y'all put your hands together for the next poet up to the mic, Marin Jade.
Before we get started, this is very important. My sleeve is a goose. Thank you.
You silly goose!
What?
I waved my pizza in the air.
Oh, thank you.
It's a vampiric goose.
That's most geese. Geese are scary. Where did my thing go? I'm going to be singing a song called Broadway, Here I Come. It's from the musical Smash. I don't know if any of you know it. Just a trigger warning. It is a song that suicide is not like blatantly mentioned, but
It's in the air.
it's in the air. It's in the air. So it's in there. I hope not. Okay. I'm high above the city. I'm standing on the ledge. The view from here is pretty, and I step off the edge. And now I'm falling, baby, through the sky, through the sky. I'm falling, baby, through the sky. It's my calling, baby, don't you cry, don't you cry. I'm falling down through the sky, toward the street that I'm from. Oh, Broadway, here I come. Broadway, here I come. The pressure, it increases the closer that I get. I could almost go to pieces, but I'm not quite there yet. See, I've been braving crazy weather, drowning out my cries. I've pulled myself together. Ooh, I'm focused on the prize. I'm falling, baby, through the sky, through the sky. I'm falling, baby, through the sky. It's my calling, baby, don't you cry, don't you cry. I'm falling down through the sky, and it's a tune you can hum. Oh, Broadway, here I come. Will I remain the same, or will I change a little bit? The people all are pointing. I bet they'd never guess that the saint that they're anointing is frightened of the mess. But even though I fear it, I'm playing all my cards. Baby, you are gonna hear it when I give them my regards. I'm falling, baby, through the sky, through the sky. I'm falling, baby, through the sky. It's my calling, baby, don't you cry, don't you cry. I'm falling down through the sky, and I refuse to go numb. Oh, Broadway, here I come. Broadway, here I come. Broadway, here I come. Broadway, Broadway, here I come. Here I come. And the last thing I hear as the impact grows near, is it a scream or a cheer? Well, never mind, I'll never find out, 'cause Broadway, I am here.
Here we go for Marin Jade!
I don't know what's weirder, the goose sweatshirt and that, or the vampire teeth. Love it. Yes. The answer is yes. I would have never realized that was a goose unless you said something. Fucking A, that's awesome.
It's a serious news.
It's a serious goose? No, silly goose. Period. Always silly goose. No goose is serious. All right, let's go ahead and bring up our next poet. Please give a huge round of applause for Nico!
Not here yet! Woo! One second. Okay. So, as an openly gay, very mouthy Italian-American social worker, one could say I'm full of opinions. And full pun intended, a rainbow of experiences, including surviving domestic violence, conversion therapy, and sexual assault. Poetry is one of those things that helps me regulate the chaos. My therapist loves it. So one could call this new poem of mine Gay Shit.
Gay shit!
Thank you. So trigger warning for childhood trauma and human trafficking. This is called Every Buckeye Left Behind. Listen, while they're shouting about protecting children, let's talk about what's really happening. Let's talk about hospitals closing. The ones where those same children won't have a doctor when they can't breathe. But sure, let's keep waving Save the Kids sign like it's holy. Let's talk about healthcare, or the lack of it. When parents are rationing insulin and skipping checkups because the bills hit harder than a Mack truck driving full speed towards a brick wall ever could. Let's talk about the empty cupboards, the miles of hunger, the seas of thirst between the laterals of Cincinnati, food deserts swallowing Ohio towns whole, while politicians left and right feast on moral panic during cigar soirees on rooftops in Columbus and call it dinner for the soul. Let's talk about those 1,000 kids, 1,000 Ohio-born, Ohio-raised, Ohio-paid, who will be sold into sex trafficking this year, while predators still sit in office, writing laws that protect their reflection. Let's talk about terror, the kind that sits in the classroom, lockdown drills replacing recess, tiny hands learning to hide instead of write, the sound of sirens bleeding through morning announcements, the silence that follows louder than any gun. School violence is scarier than any horror flick they've banned from the library. And the politicians, they send thoughts, they send prayers, they send nothing but tainted air. Because it's easier to police books than bullets, easier to ban a rainbow sticker than face the barrel of indifference they built. It's so horrifying, even demonic clowns would pray to Adonai for peace. Let's talk about the epidemic we pretend isn't there. The kids sleeping under bridges while lawmakers sleep on feather beds. The teens huddled behind bus stops, hooded blankets. Hope for heat. The ones kicked out of the loving homes for loving the wrong person, for saying this is who I am. 40% of Ohio's homeless teens are queer kids, the LGBT youth discarded by the very families that said love never fails. Let's talk about those ones you call a tragedy only after they die. Kids who couldn't find a therapist, a safe space, a reason to stay, a voice of their own, a navigator amongst the chaos. Kids who took their final breath in the Buckeye state that swore, we're just here to protect you. But oh no, you want a Pride Month too. To celebrate your empty slogans, your purity parades, your holy hashtags, your carefully created lies for control. Say it louder for the cameras. If protecting children means ignoring the hungry, abandoning the sick, leaving the innocent to hang, and criminalizing the indifferent, and standing idle, then you're not protecting anyone. You're just protecting white supremacy, planting the seeds for its prosperity. Say you want to protect children, then start with the ones you choose not to see. The hungry, the houseless, the hurt, the unheard. The ones who build safety out of scraps. The ones who live where love was supposed to be. Start with the ones who the systems forgot. The ones who keep surviving in a world that swore they wouldn't. And we, the ones you tried to silence, erase, and rewrite, we are the ones who actually protect the children. With truth, with care, with love that doesn't come with conditions. Every pulse is a protest. Every hand held through the dark, that's protection. That's survival, that's love, unfiltered, unstoppable, and real.
Damn, that was heavy, but beautiful. I loved it. Let's give them another round of applause. Alright. Now, please welcome to the stage our next poet, Mikey. Sorry, I'm short as fuck. Okay. Alright, so this is an original poem I wrote called The Language of the Flowers. In the language of the flowers, sorrow blooms in purple. Daffodils sway like hope's first dance. Dandelions transform into unclaimed wishes. Peonies bring good fortune. Sunflowers grow toward the sun as if running back to where they came from. Lavender was your favorite smell. It used to make me nauseous, but now it's the only thing that helps me sleep at night. The lotus flower blooms in the muddiest of water, but remains beautiful and white, reminding me of your church hair. I swear, it could survive a monsoon and never move. When you first got diagnosed with dementia, I picked you a bouquet of wildflowers. I wanted to remind you that there is still beauty in the rugged overgrowth of getting older, that you are still that same untamed 20-year-old model, even if you don't remember posing for the glamour shots that hung proudly above Grandpa's side of the bed. Orchids have some of the tiniest yet potent seeds, like the hope for a cure for an incurable disease. Daisies are made up of a bunch of other tiny flowers. Simplicity is composed of hidden complexities. Each petal a story, each center a universe. Grandma, you are my center, my universe, so please don't leave. I brought you forget-me-nots, and I sat a picture of myself next to the vase. I caressed your face, and I said, hi, Grandma. Do you remember me? You said, I don't remember your name, but I know I love you. Roses were your favorite. You had 6 red roses and 1 white rose carefully laid in your casket the day that you left. In dreams, I see you radiant and free among the wildflowers, daisies, and peonies, dancing with the daffodils and planting the tiny orchid seeds. I imagine that you are taking up residency where the sunflowers are always trying to be. You are young and you are happy. When I awake, I'm surrounded by the aroma of lavender, reminding me of the love that never fades. I wrote your eulogy in the dialect of the flowers, where spring still whispers your name, and bouquets bloom with memories. For it is in their gentle beauty that I find the only words that tend to the garden of your legacy, where your soul still flourishes, and though your body is gone, your essence lingers in every petal, fragrant breath, and claimed dandelion wish. Dementia tried to erase you, but your name has been forever etched in the language of the flowers. Thank you.
We're not a cult, but we're looking at the paperwork for the 2026 tax year.
You'll keep me updated on that. I want to know when.
Taxes. Sorry, guys.
That's the only reason anybody starts a cult.
501c status. Hell yeah.
Someone told L. Ron Hubbard he could make a lot more money with religion than he could writing science fiction.
A lot better at it, too.
Yeah, but how often do you hear people that say they're Klingons talk about spending $10,000 to go clear? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're probably better off at this point.
Just a reminder, our next show is next week, and not only is it a cover slam, spooky poems are encouraged and rewarded, and costume contest as well. So I was reminded to please let you all remind all of you that our standard poetry slam rules do apply to costumes. No nudity clause is still in effect.
Is being naked really a costume though?
I mean, it is a birthday suit.
But you're just coming
Nipples
in
of all genders should be covered. What if you don't have equality?
All right, so that's coming up next week, right here at Yellow Cab. For the Dayton Poetry Slam, let's go ahead and keep the poem. Actually, I should change my introduction style for this next poet. For yea, verily, walking from thine patio, please give thunderous applause for Margaret of York.
The last name for this one, for the introduction.
Come on.
All right.
You look so pretty.
Thank you. I came from the Rim Fair. I would say I don't always look like this, but I do kind of look like this when I come to poetry. So.
Hell yeah.
All right. I love you how you are. Rewriting you would erase your art. How all the flaws work together to create a picture of you. If I give you a pen, you'd scratch out your skin, right over top, try to explain it all away. Chicken scratch for writing too fast. Words sprawled over bones that I know so well. Are you coming over?
Are you staying the night? I think I should go. I love you and your lack of control, you reaching out and grabbing your body. Like if you leave fingerprints in your skin, you'll understand your impact more. Maybe bruises will be the explanation you need. You wrapping your head around the thoughts you threw to the curb with your trash. You're always grabbing at control, gurgling it like mouthwash until it burns your mouth too bad. Spitting it out and choking on it, gagging on what's stuck in your throat, regretting that this time you didn't hold on until the stinging faded. You think about death in the cool, artistic way, not the sad, depressed, emo way, because you're better than that. At least that's what the mirror says, and you drink reassurance greedily from an empty cup. Instead, you're always thinking about when you'll find release. The only option you have is to wait. You say it's because you're not that brave. I think I love you for being afraid. You're looking smart for asking questions. Everyone is looking away. You're turning their heads towards each other. You know enough of what it's like to be looked at. The world spins on its axis for you. Sometimes you miss it because your eyes are too preoccupied with someone else's. You ask me if I think the world revolves around me. I know it doesn't. My every thought takes place in a universe where only you exist. You. You're still not omnipotent or omniscient. You still don't even understand yourself. You're everything in the only way I know, a way that feels like tacky candy on my teeth, pulling my jaw apart just to clash molars together. I think I'm here for the familiarity of childhood candy. Loving you is a procedural memory. It's implicit. It's been with me like air in my lungs, teeth grinding against each other in my sleep, like reaching outstretched fingers towards the nearest exit. Wrap yourself around me, thick, hard coating of ceramic. I won't break myself free. I will die in the porcelain suffocation of my obsession. Am I miserable enough for you? Yeah!
Keep it going for Margaret!
Beautiful job, Margaret. All right, our next poet coming up to the stage is Kay.
I'm about to win my bid FTA. I'm gonna win a B Guitar Hero controller.
Send that back to bid.
There we go. Hi, camera. My name's Kay, if I didn't already say that. And here's my poem. We sleep under the corpses of blue whales and call for change. With the tribesmen frozen in plastic, dressed in mammoth jackets, while God's children eat in barns with sheep and sleep in troughs like baby Jesus. The fowl bites at the feet covered in straw to keep them warm. The child cries out in pain and shrieks at the sight of a toe in the bloody hay, simply dying for another child to take his place in the manger. We wrestle for the ball like the penalty would be in our favor. We fight, spit, and chew tooth and nail for salvation, and our hands are just coins spread so thin you could lose them between the creases in your palm. And yet none could reach the depths of your heartline. No, that cavern runs deep and hollow and couldn't be filled with all the gold lost in a fountain or sea, swallowed by blue whales. One day they will be extinct just like us in the palms and the calls for change. The bones of children's toes will be reduced to ash in less than that. The fowl and the thoroughbred lying in the same grave. If the caverns are still around, there will be no one to witness their reach or their demise, and they will be filled with coins, but be worth just the same. Thank you.
Y'all put your hands together one more time for Kay. And keep that thunderous applause going for your next poet up to the mic,
Let's jump in poetry slam.
You and those kick-ass boots. Look at this.
Well, over this past, I'm kind of glad that we didn't have poetry slam for the last 3 weeks because, I've been moving out of my old apartment, moving in with a roommate, and, the packing, I was busy all day because I get too much stuff at the garage sales. But anyway, I got a poem about moving out. This one's called On Moving Out.
Moving out shit.
Woo! The rooms sit empty, white, a hollowed rind of brie with Swiss cheese walls once portrait lined, encaped in flowers, glass shards, laughter, life, the funk, the flavor no cheese leaves behind. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Here we go for Sophie!
Still can't believe Jonathan spryly bounces up here like fucking Tigger. I know, right? All right, so we've had a lovely show. We've got just a couple of poets left. We may do a few little things because we're actually early. Ew, it's weird. It's weird that we're efficiently on our time tonight. So we may give a couple extra poems. We'll find out here in just a moment. But your next poet, your penultimate poet of the night, please give a round of applause to Allison.
So I don't really like writing poetry, so I'm reading other people's shit. It's called Martyr by Kiva Akbar. That's the name of the book that I'm reading this from. When asked about the difficulties of sculpture, Michelangelo said, "It's easy. You just chip away all the stone that isn't dated." It's simple to cut things out of a life. You break up with a shitty partner, quit eating bread, delete the Twitter app. You cut it out, and the shape of what's actually killing you clarifies a little. The whole Abrahamic world invests itself in this promise. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't fuck, don't steal or kill, and you'll be a good person. 8 of the 10 commandments are about thou shalt not, but you can live a whole life in not doing any of the stuff and still avoid doing any good. That's the whole crisis. The rot at the root of everything. The belief that goodness is built on constructed absence, not doing. The belief corrupts everything, has everyone with any power sitting on their hands. A rich man goes a whole day without killing a single homeless person and goes to sleep content in his goodness. In another world, he's buying crates of socks and Cliff Bars and tents, distributing them in city centers. But for him, abstinence reigns. I want to be the chisel, not the David. What can I make of being here, and what can I make of not? Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, Allison. All right, so Allison was our penultimate poet, which means our next poet is the ultimate poet. Good job. All right, please welcome Kane.
Thank you for having this at an appropriate height. I'm also reading something from someone else because I've grown so weary of the things that I write. Just as I'm sure.
Same!
Mm-hmm. Thomas Pynchon's been in the discourse, right? You know, the new Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Haven't seen it. Do love Vineland. Whatever. Anyway, this is a selection from Gravity's Rainbow. This is probably my favorite piece of writing of all time, maybe. Not that that means much, but it's about unrequited love. Surprise. Jeremy will take her like the angel itself in his joyless, weasel-worded come-along, and Roger will be forgotten, an amusing maniac, but with no place in the rationalized power ritual that will be the coming peace. She will take her husband's orders. She will become a domestic bureaucrat, a junior partner, and remember Roger, if at all, as a mistake that thank God she didn't make. Oh, he feels a raving fit coming on. How the bloody hell can he survive without her? She is the British worm that protects his stooping shoulders and the wintering sparrow he holds inside his hands. She is his deepest innocence in spaces of bow and hay before wishes were given a separate name to warn that they might not come true. And his lithe Parisian daughter of joy, beneath the eternal mirror, forswearing perfumes, cape-skin to the armpits, all that is too easy for his impoverishment and more worthy love. You go from dream to dream inside of me. You have passage to my last shabby corner, and there, among the debris, you found life. I'm no longer sure which of all the words, images, dreams, or ghosts are yours and which are mine. It's past sorting out now. We're both being someone new now, someone different, someone incredible. Thank you. Woo!
Keep it going for Kane!
I mean, the light just struck itself. I didn't do that. It did it itself.
Which head is healthy? So, since we're early on time, we've got just enough time to let the birthday boy read another poem. So, please give it a round of applause for the last time in his 30s, Jonathan Gallion!
Like, it's interesting you say for the last time in my 30s because, well, I prepared a little something that might last that long.
Oh, okay.
Call me Ishmael.
Oh, motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Just call me Daddy, baby.
No.
This is not what you I indicated it would be. It's much shorter than that.
You're listening to WDRR, Dad Rock Radio, drowning you in nostalgia now without commercials because you don't get a break from your past. My name's Jonathan, and you're listening to The Traffic Jam on WDRR. Rock for when life flies by, but traffic doesn't seem to. We've got Wilco's I'm Trying to Break Your Heart coming up next, so kick backs and rest your feet on the bumper on the car in front of you. And think of the summer Adam brought that bottle to that party. Started slowly at first, tasted like battery acid, broke the back of your throat, spent an hour puking up McDonald's value meals off the back deck. You told him it tasted great. It's 6 years later and it's an emergency room visit. Adam turned Avenue assassin, armed with a 30-pack of whatever was cheapest. He made a habit of turning his dad's Buick Skylark into an aquarium. Spilled it all over Easton Avenue. This is how people will remember his name. This is how you remembered his name. And you don't think much about him anymore. He's a cautionary tale for your kids who will one day be teenagers and your friends you'll never be able to save. These days it seems like you're having to remember the names of more and more people that you weren't able to save. After that, we'll be rolling into Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit, taking you back to that summer where your clothes were caked in the smell of McDonald's and stale cigarette smoke on a 6-hour road trip because you heard Dave Grohl was working on some new stuff. He was going to be playing in this little bar just off Indiana State Route 37. You'd heard this was the same town Kinsey did his research in. Asked Lisa if she wanted to volunteer for a study after the show. She told you any satisfaction a man could give her would simply be a placebo effect.
It took you 6 months to figure out what that meant. Kurt died that summer. Your 30-year reunion was all 401k plans, pop country songs, and photos of kids. You mostly sat alone at the bar, drank a Miller High Life, and wondered how everyone could have changed so much. Lisa bought you a beer and lit a cigarette on the patio, and she said she caught the Pumpkins reunion tour. You asked what happened to everyone. She said nothing. It's just that when you're surrounded by assholes, you develop a tolerance for what their shit smells like. Closing out our set, it's The Clash. Should I stay or should I go? If you turn it up loud enough, you can still almost hear the revolution. You can almost feel the adrenaline before the first protest, before the first day job, before the first paycheck, before the first mortgage payment, before the first time you thought something was fucked, but you had bills to pay. If 14-year-old Johnny could see you now, he'd kick your ass, he'd ask to borrow money, he'd call you a sellout, he'd want the car keys, he'd remind you of everything good, decent, and free that once lived in you. How do you punish a kid who makes you resent what you've become? Lay the cat down in the cradle, scratch his head, convince it that it wants to be there. Make sure the recycling goes out on time this week. Write a strongly worded letter to your state representative and wait on the canned response. Have another beer after the kids go to bed. This has been the Traffic Jam on WDRR. My name's Jonathan and I'm out of here. Keep your radio locked right here. We've got Michael with Night Swimming coming up next.
I don't know if I've been radio voice for that long.
I know, right?
Without stopping in a long time.
I've had 5 people ask me now if I was going to go try and work for Z93 since it's back. I'm like, oh God, no. I can't do radio voice that long anymore. Hell no.
You're listening to Z93. Coming up next, the primitive radio god. I'm standing outside my broken telephone with money in my hand.
How about no?
And then Barbie Girl by Aqua.
Sing along if you know it. I'm hoping on Saturdays they're going to start like airing old reruns of Casey Kasem, because that would be fun.
These guys are from Dublin, and who gives a shit?
Right? All right. Give a round of applause to all the poets that read tonight. Give a round of applause to Yellow Cab for hosting us 10 years almost. I know, it's like you put up with us this long, you might as well just stick with us, right? All right, and don't forget when you close out your tab, tip aggressively, receive rewards in heaven. We will see you all next Sunday for the open mic, costume contest, and the spooky slam. Please take the bubbles with you. Take any of the dinosaurs with you, because dinosaurs are cool, just like you are. All right, we'll see you all later. Don't do anything I would. If you do, hold out for $6 million in a helicopter. Good night. Stay safe.